Hey everyone, what's up? Figure I continue with my showing of Dragon Ball Z collectible card game collection that I have. We'll continue with the Frieza Saga. So last we left off was the Saiyan, and we had the Burger King cards that you could get from Burger King. And this came in between Saiyan, and Frieza. So now we're at Frieza. With Frieza, they kind of fleshed out a lot more of the wording and just the overall flow of the game and giving certain styles specific things. So you can see energy attack doing 5. We'll be seeing a lot more of those type of attacks now. And it pretty much makes like Goku's plan, energy attack doing 5 life cards of damage for no power cost, an ultra rare. It's making that useless now just because it's a common. So you're still paying the 2, but you're doing a lot more damage. So yeah, as the game progressed on, the ultra rares from Saiyan Saga pretty much just became more collectible than anything. So Blue Energy Flight, I had a blue deck and I would have this in there as well because it raises your anger 1 level, and blue did not have a lot of anger raising for yourself, so it was pretty good to have blue cards that raise your anger because there's not a whole lot of cards that would raise your main personality to the next stage. Not till at least... I mean, there's Aura Clash, but that wasn't until Cell games. There might be some earlier, but I don't think so. And also you'll see like Villains Goku and Gohan only, which later on became errated to Saiyan Heritage only. So there's still some clunky wording here and there, but they pretty much fixed that. Tien's Jolting Aura is good. Heroes only energy attack. If Tien is in play anywhere, you may draw another card. So ally-wise, you would draw the card, but if Tien's your main personality, you draw the card regardless. And it's instant too, so pretty cool. Vegeta's Jolting Slash is good too. Energy attack, no physical attacks will work against villains this combat. So if you're a hero, that's awesome. Remove from the game after use, but still pretty much stop all physicals. Yeah. You're going to have to pay attention to the wording because some cards actually just don't allow your opponent to play the cards as opposed to stopping all for the remainder of that turn. Powerful Followers is good pretty much in combat. Straining cards are still kind of funny, but they've gotten a little bit better. Straining Energy Move is actually a good one. Costs 1 life card to use, but combat is over after damage if any is taken. So again, if you want to get your shots in on your opponent and stop them from doing control of any kind or anything, just play that card. Stop all energy attacks for the rest of combat. Cost 2 life cards to perform. Nah, not terrible. Alright, so right here is a staple that pretty much you would see in anybody's deck all the way to the end, even in GT. Stop all attacks from an opponent in this combat. Limit 1 per deck, so stop all attacks is obviously amazing. It got errated later on. Stop a physical or energy, stop all physical or energies. Or I think it's and energies, yeah. Stop a physical or energy attack, stop all physical and energy attacks from your opponent for the remainder of the combat. Limit 1 per deck, and it's not removed from the game, so that's why everyone would rock this. Really good card. Jice's Flash Attack is good too. Energy attack, if successful, it also stops opponent from making energy attacks for the rest of this combat. So it's not removed from the game. You just got to make sure it hits, but they can't perform attacks, so they can't even can't even play the card. Saiyan Planet Explosion is good as well. Stop an energy attack and stop all energy attacks for the rest of the combat. So, if you're rocking a physical deck, not much energy, definitely have that card in there. So now we get to see more personalities. Dodoria was good at the time as well because his lower power stage level right there, I think going off of the Saiyan Saga physical attack table was like ridiculous. It was in one of the higher areas. Obviously, now it doesn't really mean anything, but back then that was a good ally to rock. Guldo was good too. I actually used to rock Goldo in my ally deck for expansion GT. Physical attack if successful. You may also take the 2 bottom cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. Ridiculous. Frieza Smile was good. Stop all energy attacks or physical attacks in this combat if played as the personality's first card in combat. So you can either respond to an attack your opponent's doing or have that be the first card you play. Tien's Power Burst is good too. Stop the opponent from playing any other energy attack cards this combat. Really good. Obviously, if successful. Blue Mental Drill. Another card that forces opponents to constantly show the card in their hands face up on the table. Tien's Mind Reading Trick and Baba's Witch Viewing Drill did the same thing, but I think it was only against villains. And Tien, you had to have Tien in play. Tien had to be in play anywhere. So this one, it's just your opponents. Really good. Orange Destruction Drill is amazing as well. At the beginning of every turn, discard 1 opponent's non-combat, non-Dragon Ball card in play. Limit 1 per deck. You can see why it's a non-combat, so it can be a drill or non-combat. I always liked cards that removed non-combat because you could get rid of a drill as well. Vegeta getting Bastro, I like that name. Not the best card, but good. Good name. Krillin's Concentration was good as well. So now you're seeing your level 4s that aren't promos. Yeah, I got Nappa, Raditz, Goku and Namek always seem to pop up. So now we see Nail. Nail shows up in here. Really good blue cards, like I said. Blue had very limited Raise Your Anger effects. Blue Stance is amazing. You can see the foil there. That's the Frieza foil. Energy attack doing 5, Raise Your Anger 2, lower your opponent's 1, and then Energy Outburst is the opposite, Raise Your Anger 1, lower your opponent's 2. So, never saw anyone use it, but the World Games Blue Style Mastery added, if successful, Raise Your Anger on any of your Blue Style energy attacks, I think. So, trying to give Blue more Raise Anger, but yeah. So Kami is your ally. It's weird that this card comes before Kami Fades, but in order to kind of combo Dragon Ball Victory, you had Kami's Fade, which is right over here. Remove from the game all Dragon Balls in play and an all-life deck. And then Kami as your ally would get rid of that card. And I think it's any Dragon Ball. There's certain ones that I think it says like Dende Dragon Balls or Earth Dragon Balls. Unless that got errated. Can't remember. Human Technology was good too. Heroes Only. This card stops the combat. That's it. Remove from the game after use. Still good. Yamcha's Good Wishes is pretty good. It's a non-combat, so you can use when you want to. So, not too bad. Gohan Stomp. Decent. Can't be stopped by main personality powers, so you can kind of get around, like, floating effects. Oh, the plan's pretty good. All opponents must discard allies in play. Not bad. So this too shall passed. This got banned because it is extremely broken. Stop the effects of any non-Dragon Ball card and remove the card from the game. You may use this at any time. So, as you can see, you can pretty much stop any card. This card is not removed from the game, which is ridiculous. And it wasn't limited. So you could run 3 of these, and you can just see where the insanity would happen. So then, obviously, that card got banned. I can kind of see where if it could get errated to limit 1 removed from the game after use, maybe not as much abuse, but it just got banned. And yeah, not a whole lot of cards in the Frieza Saga because we're already on our are ultra rares here. So I have the Grand Kai Invitation reprint of Frieza the Master, but I got the original Super Saiyan Goku. And then we're getting previews for the next saga, Trunks Saga. So the Talking Ends here is actually pretty good. I'm not sure if it got errated, maybe, but this card stops an opponent from winning until the end of your next turn. Use when needed, remove from the game after use. So kind of like a Where There's Life, There's Hope, but I'm not sure about the errata on that card. No Really Drill was good too. I think that also got errated or something. But as long as this card is in play, all Dragon Balls in play or brought into play lose their power for the rest of the game, even if this card is discarded. Crazy. So as you can see, 8 life cards, lower your opponent's anger 3, limit 1 protect, remove from the game after use. Obviously, as the card game continued, better cards came out, which made that one irrelevant, but still, at the time, pretty damn good. Trunks makes himself clear, was pretty good. It's just not worth it, I believe, got banned as well. When play, this stops a Dragon Ball or main personality victory for the next 2 turns of the person trying to win that way. Limit 1 protect, remove from the game after use. I'm not an expert, so I'm not exactly sure why this got banned. I think maybe because it's the next 2 turns. So I can see where that is pretty damn crazy. I don't know if they could have just errated the texting on that, but I think that's pretty much it. I do have red Blocking Fist. It's a red card. Stop a physical, raise your anger, and gain 2 power stages. They both get 2, so obviously red anger decks would run that one. Frieza's Force Bubble was good. Stop all energy attacks in this future energy attacks in this combat. Friends help friends. And orange Forceful Kick. So I don't have all of the promos working on those. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. So not a long, I guess you could say this was an expansion saga. So there weren't any starter personalities or anything like that. So went through it fairly quickly. But yeah, there we go. So next time we've got the Trunks Saga, and that's where people said the game really took off and considered one of the best, at least the most sought after saga, because those are really expensive now. You can see them right there. But we will get to that another time. Like, subscribe. And just thanks for the support for the channel. I like to do this more. So just again, thank you guys. Share with your friends. And until then, adios. Have a good one.